welcome to HoneyBook Insider, and I am just going to show you a quick tip about a functioning and existing function within HoneyBook. That was in English, but my name's Diana. I'm a HoneyBook Pro. If you haven't already seen my other video of the January 2026 newest features, make sure you go and see that. But today I wanted to show you an existing feature that's within HoneyBook and how to use it more efficiently for your business. So something I want to look into for you is called custom fields. Custom fields in your projects on the left hand side. Also for you, I am in a demo account, so things look a little wild and crazy here, but we're going to go into Jen Smith. Typically, depending on the type of business you have, I like to create what's a one-pager and something called the details tab here. For you, if you're a photographer, if you're a wedding vendor, this is a one-pager. You should be able to see what the wedding is, or what the photo shoot is, or what the caterer is, whatever that is, right? What project it is and what kind it is. What are you serving them? And anything in the description is here. Time and availability and the location. These are hard-coded into HoneyBook. Then you have custom fields. So for some of you, you need to know more things. What time is the delivery pickup if you're a caterer? What time is the hotel? Where's the hotel? What time is mic check? You can have different options of what you need to see, but essentially minimizing the needs to click into different files to get the answers you're looking for. I put everything under details tab. So I should be able to click into a project, go to details, and get everything I need for this project. That being said, how do you do this? And what else can you use it for? Once you have these custom fields in, and I'll show you, you can also pull this data into a contract. You can pull the data into an email to autofill. You can pull it into a smart file to autofill. So this is called a custom field, and you can use it in a multitude of ways. You can link them to questionnaires and lead forms. So as your client is filling out the information, it will autofill here. And you know how things go. They're going to answer you and they're going to give you other things. But when that happens, the questionnaire is now outdated. So you can manually go in here and update the time. And then you'll be able to then pull in the latest information, and everyone on your team has the same information. Apparently I cannot talk to you and type at the same time. So choose a workshop that best fits you. So you can have different kinds of custom fields. They can be fill-ins or they can be selects, but I'll show you how to set this up. Okay, so now that you can see where it lives, what the function of it is for, let's start from the beginning. This is a 3-step process. Step 1, I do recommend that you start on pen and paper to determine the order in which you want to see your custom fields. If you do a multitude of things, if you do YouTube videos, and you also do social media, and you also offer strategy, and you also offer coaching, it doesn't matter the project type that you have, the custom fields are the same for every project. So if you need custom fields for every type of service that you offer, I would start on pen and paper to determine the order in which you want to see everything. The reason for that being is if you go to settings and company settings and then go to preferences, it's under project fields. And here it is not you can't reorder once you set it in. So if all of a sudden I decided I actually want to see the name of the hotel and the hotel address first, and then I want to see the mic check time after workshop, I can't drag and drop them. Okay, so I would have to delete all of these, re-enter them in the order I want to see them, which is why I highly recommend starting on pen and paper, figure out the order you want, and then putting it into HoneyBook. Once you do that, you're just going to click add custom fields. You can choose the type here. So it can be a date, it can be single select, it can be multi-select, it can be a long text, it can be a number, whatever it is. So some of you have a Google Drive folder that is the same for everybody. This is a great way for you to put the link in. Some of you have like lots of caterers have them choosing the options for package A and package B. So this is also a great way for you to determine which packages they want, which order they want. And for other people, it could be, simply as the time of the workshop, which workshop they're choosing, if you have different ones that you're ordering. So for me, I'm just going to say, I want to know, I need to keep track of, like, on the contract, I need a hotel address. I have that, but also a get ready location. Okay, and this is visible to the clients. If you don't want it to be visible to clients, you're going to uncheck that, and now it is just private to you. But I don't mind that someone knows where my get ready location is. And I'm going to add one more, which is, I'm making this up, this is not even for the same business, guys, but I'm going to say one more, and I'm going to call it a multi-select, and I'm going to say ice cream flavor. And I'm going to say vanilla, chocolate, and sea salt, because that's my favorite. Okay, so we're going to click add. Once you have all your fields created, you're going to click save. You can use these now in a multitude of ways. Number one, we're going to look into projects, open up the projects. We were in Jen Smith, and you can see in details that I have extra fields now to use and to look at whenever I am looking at the details of this project. Number two, when I go in to figure out a lead form, when I'm choosing that, I now can add a question on my contact form. So I'm going to click the plus symbol, click questions, and on the right hand side, I can link the response to the name of the hotel. So if I link the response to that field, and when the client fills it out on the basic inquiry lead form, it will then autofill over there. That's number one. Number two is, if you need that in a questionnaire, you can do that. So we're going to go to files. Some of you have this called templates, and then some of you see this as file templates. So it just depends on the version of HoneyBook you're using. So they're beta testing a few versions. It's not like they're rolling things out. Some of this, I'm in a demo account, so you're going to see a variety of sessions here. But here's a pricing guide. Let's create this file. And let's just say that I want to say, here's your pricing and guides overview, prepared especially for, and I want to say maybe the workshop. So then on the right hand side, I can insert a smart field in there, and I can say get ready location. Let's pretend that says, like, that's your business name or your company name, right? So like if they were to fill out company name in the smart field, then that can carry over in here, right? The other thing that we can do in contracts, I think is really helpful, is to also add these in contracts. So for example, if you want the name of something, because that's the stuff that I put in on the right hand side, you're going to click smart field, and you're going to click the name, the mic check time, and then I'm going to click add field again on the right, click the bottom, and I'm going to say it is at whichever workshop it is, and I'm going to add one more field because I want it in the contract to then say maybe it's the get ready location, right? So all of these can be autofills within the actual contract itself, if that's important to you. Lastly, it can be in emails. So if you go to settings and then company settings, and then you're going to go to email settings. Some of you have it this way. Other people have it under templates, because it doesn't say files on the left, it says templates, and it would say email. So that's where you're going to go. Depends on where you're going. When you do this, here it is. You can also, I did this example earlier for someone. So I can draft an email. A lot of you will draft timelines or a day before the event, or a day before pickup and drop off. You will actually ask, like, try to write an email and summarize it. So instead of doing that, you can have it autofill. Hi, so-and-so, excited to see you tomorrow. Here's a summary of what to expect, blah, 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 whatever that may be, right? And so some of you are going to say, drop off time. But for me, I'm going to say, see you at, and then I'm going to click on this little bracket at the bottom, and I'm going to click name of hotel, see you at the name of the hotel, wherever that is, at, and I'm going to click that little bracket with the X again, and I'm going to say mic check time, right? See you at this hotel at this mic check time. I will bring, and then click that smart field again, and I'm going to say ice cream flavor. I will bring ice cream flavor, and with me. Vanilla, so it's going to say flavors, and then I'm going to say vanilla, chocolate, whatever, ice cream with me. So now I don't actually have to draft this email. I can actually automate this email, and it would autofill all the information that I have based on what was inputted based on questionnaires, invoices, or as I talk to the client and as we're prepping for their event, I can go ahead and just update the information as I know it, and then it would autofill. So let's just see here. We're going to say Hotel California, blah, blah, blah. So if I was to pull that email template up, it would say, excited to see you tomorrow. See you at Hotel California at 3 p.m. I will bring sea salt ice cream with me. And that is a custom field. I hope this was helpful to you and your business. As always, follow along. I am the Finer Points at all things social media, and I will see you later.